because that was, I think, a stock or two away from being an Acno Blaze victory. So here we go. Acno and Blaze versus Godly and Fozey. Godly and Fozey have a set to lose. They don't want to, but they have one. That's what the W stands for next to the names there in the bracket. If this best of 5 goes in Acno and Blaze's favor, they're not the champions yet. They have to win another one. That's the benefit that Godly and Fozey get for never dropping a game here in the Spring Championship. Here we go, game number 1, and Acno is back on the Blasters. So it was what I was thinking, Flambeau. It's like he's playing Blasters specifically to fight Fozey Godly, and when they're fighting Delta TM, they were like, the Kaya is the play.
Oh, man. Okay, Yoga Fire. Hold on. All right, things are looking a little bit precarious there for the blue team, but no, you're right. It looks like it's just like very particularly designed to go up against this team, and I'm going to see how it's going to work. I mean, Godly has been really the only person we've really seen playing the Rayman today. Yeah. And like, which is interesting to me, because I feel like, you know, you think about weapons that are good in 2s, gauntlets, axe, yeah, Rayman makes sense. I'm surprised we didn't see more teams running it.
Yeah, Godly has not really given up on the gauntlets at all, even after a lot of the changes, and we see that he's actually optimized them a little bit, right? That 1v2 comeback was off of the dare, different angle into recovery, right? Like almost looking like a Blasters combo in a way. So it's cool to see that he has settled on this pick, at least going into Spring Championships for this 2v2. And Fozey, who normally switches a little bit between his odd, they're odd picks. They're not exactly things that you see all the time in doubles or singles. He has the switches between the Orion and the Zariel. We haven't seen the Zariel even come out yet in these matchups, so very interesting to see. Very close game 1 so far.
Yeah, no, they are keeping this very, very neck and neck. I mean, the down sig's not going to be enough. Fozey throwing out these down sigs exactly the way we saw him doing it earlier, and not quite getting the KOs with them yet, but I'm sure in enough time. Has the Rocket Lance in hand now. The down sig's going to come out. That move does not have a whole lot of force with it, but that Sair from the axe does. And if you rack up enough damage, surely enough, the stocks will fall.
And the stocks are falling. Blaze goes up to that recovery. Fozey goes for that sidelight, gravity cancel D-light. Acno sweating just to get back to the stage. Godly greets him with an axe side air on the landing, and now that weapon spawn is in the worst possible place for Acno. Acno not feeling confident enough to spot dodge that Fozey side sig, but Blaze goes in with the help for his teammate. Weapon spawn perfect this time around, and Acno picks up an axe. Let's see if they can take down Godly's second stock and bring it to an even game.
Yeah, Godly, I mean, racking up all this extra damage with the ask and comboing. This is actually looking so bad for the red team. We got a 2v1.
Yeah, it went from bad to worse real quick. Oh, and the recovery off the ladder combo. Godly and Fozey are incredible, Flambeau. It was no hesitation. One side air onto Acno, and Blaze didn't even get an opportunity to play the game. As they're saying, we don't want a bracket reset. We want a 3-0 and take our win. And if Godly gets this, he wins both events in the Spring Championship. Yeah, that's a great great way to continue the year for him. I feel like doesn't really get better than that. Look at this. Sidelight nair, sidelight nair, same buttons, different weapons. Best result. All right, get that recovery.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just know your spacing and keep it simple. That combo's gonna work on anyone, you know. So we gotta keep that one in the bag. I mean, they looked really good there. I'm not gonna lie.
So Acno kind of breaks the rule a little bit for me, where he's kind of like, all right, the Bros has lost 4 times now, right? Like, or 3, I guess, because he started with the Cross.
Yes.
The Kaya, which he had great success with against Delta and TM, got them the 3-1 victory, has now been brought out for Godly Fozey. So he's given it a shot. Even if the Blasters were like the theoretical play to go up against this team, maybe the Kaya is what they need to be able to get a better chance of getting these wins, because that game did not look great. Yeah,
no, they definitely, I think Acno's thinking the Kaya probably feels the most comfortable, probably feels the most effective.
Oh, God,
there is no way that's the thing, right? Like, you got the dodge, so you're like, maximum punish is double D-light, but in doubles, you think the other guy's just going to sit there and watch you do it?
You think Godly's just going to sit there and watch you do it? Yeah, that's not in a million years. And that was what was interesting about that team combo, is that Blaze and Acno both kind of disrespected Godly in that sense, because Blaze wasn't even thinking about stopping Godly and just letting him fit. Because like finishing the double D-Light Sarah recovery would have been good enough. Blaze just kind of had to stop Godly, but Blaze was getting ready to like side sig afterwards. It's like Godly was just like, I'm not going to sit there and take it. They equalized the game shortly afterwards there, so it's 4 stocks to 4. Really close so far.
Good punish from Godly, but also nice return punish on the return punish. You know, that's what 2s is all about, getting those trades. And that's a double D-Light into the dunk.
That was huge. Yeah, Fozey brings out these neutral sigs. Where I consider Fozey a pretty conservative player with the signatures, but it's so awesome when he just decides to go, you know what, I have like a soul read on you here. You're not dodging out of it. You're not going to do the right jump to avoid this neutral signature, and he goes forward, and he gets it. That side air, oh, Godly not in the right position to get the follow-up. Side air, D-Light side air into recovery. Godly once again whipping it, and Fozey goes, fine. I'll do it. he goes off stage, he gets the double knockout. Godly being like, I'm sorry, Fozey. He's missed like, what, 2 combos now? It's just...
It's like, bro, let me take the wheel real quick. Oh.
Okay, that time they get it. And Godly not in position to be able to interrupt. Much higher that time on the stage. Another D-Light Cider comes through, and the Pogo, double Pogo. He was ready with the neutral right there too. Acno and Blaze. Is that Godly stock? He can't make it back.
What?
They destroyed him.
What was that? I've never seen that before. I've casted a lot of Brawlhalla. But,
you know, it could have been even more brutal if Acno got what he was saying. He was cooking up platform cancel neutralite. Like, he landed with that for the double Pogo, and so he was going to poke them back off stage, and it whiffed, and then Blaze was able to keep it up, and then he went back in for even more damage. We gotta watch that in detail again. All right, let's see if Fozey can do this.
Yeah, Fozey.
He's got a nice weapon spawn there that Acno is guarding very hard. Okay, Daylight into neutral light. Every little bit of damage here is like ×4 at this point, because if Fozey can't get anything in return, you've got 2 opponents that you're fighting here.
Burn the dodge. Should be back now if he wants to use it. There it is. Burns it.
Ooh, I respect it. You got to risk it sometimes. Nair comes through, weapon toss to cover his head. Has to get around the ice.
Pogo. Oh, no punish on that, but Fozey's going to be all right. Down air is going to be your best friend in this 2v1. You got to bounce on the heads and just keep going from left to right. Throw out those recoveries every now and then, but recovery can be punished. You got to be careful. Nice catch on the landing.
Yeah, that was really good. A little bit of an extra charge, too, to get the right timing. All right. All the other replays, it's fine. We knew Acno and Blaze won. Let's watch that combo.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Okay, so we're going to get it here. So Godly gets pogoed, the Nair, the backswing of the Nair.
Dodges down Pogo again.
Oh, wait, look at that. Oh, wait, we're just doing a big reverse. What's going on here? Okay,
boom,
neutral light. Here we go.
Pogo.
Pogo. This Nair was so good. Nair. He got the Nair right before he landed. He didn't even jump for that Nair, right? So that's why that was so surprising to us, I think, is because Blaze didn't fast fall, then hits the Nair, gets the Nair afterwards, and then Acno keeps Fozey occupied while Blaze goes for this edge guard and Godly can't make it back. It was just an amazing punish on Godly's fresh stock, and they take the game for that and bring it to an even set here in Game 3.
Yeah, I think the most impressive part about that sequence for me is the fact that there's actually a read off of Fozey's friendly fire. You know?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. There was a lot. There was a lot of layers to that.
It's like got hit by the Rocket Lancer, and then he dodged away, and he read him dodging off his teammate hitting him.
When you think of it that way, oh, that stings. That stings even more. Blaze goes for sidelight Sair, and that was unfortunate. Godly, really immaculate play there. Blaze went for the sidelight, and the end of the sidelight landed off the stage, so he like drifted down. So when he went for the jump Sair follow-up, it was way too low, and Godly just destroyed him. Same thing happens there to Godly right afterwards. Okay, nice side sig, just being like, I know you're not going to go to ledge. It looked like Fozey was willing to hit Godly for that, and he just messed with the gravity cancel.
Yeah, because the Pogo was def the D-Light gravity cancel. Yeah, 100%.
He was like, I think the friendly fire would have been worth it there, Fozey. It's okay.
Especially that high, you might be able to go into recovery.
Or have your teammate, because if you do recovery, Godly wouldn't be sent as high.
Right, he's going to recover faster.
Yeah. So he'll be able to get the follow-up there. So it would have been cool. They don't get it. Fozey goes down. Blaze, however, really damaged, and Fozey's really letting these side sigs rip now. Blaze has to put out a fully charged Lance recovery to make it back. Acno helps him through the stage, and a good side-like Nair to punish Godly hitting his teammate. But that side sig alley-oop, even a little late, I feel like, on the reaction, it's still good enough to be able to get that knockout. Blaze trying to make up for it right now, though. Fozey and him fighting off stage. No recovery means Blaze is just done for.
I like the attempt. I like the attempt there, because there might have been a world. Where you get like the magically timed side air at the perfect height, where you get like 1 pixel to touch with the top. But I don't think so. I think going for the dare was a smart play.
Oh,
but it was
like
just
to get the hit for the chase dodge?
Yeah,
I agree. Because at that point, he was once the stuff recovery happened, there was no chance that he was making it back. He had to go for the hit, and they make up for it pretty fast. That was a great edge guard. They start getting some damage. The fall, you saw him like inch forward to get the fastball dare without the jump to catch that unique spacing on Godly. That's fantastic. Any extra damage they can get is amazing. And now they've got Godly juggled in the air here. Last game they won off of the back of them just like obliterating Godly, and maybe they can do it again.
Oh. So far, I mean, the red team, Acno and Blaze, looking like they're poised to take this game 3 with the way they're finding these unanswered hits right now. A little bit of friendly fire might be the scramble that the blue team needs.
That's like the third time he's gotten that. He's so good at getting those edge guards, or not even edge guards. It's just like Acno or Blaze will stand on the left side of the ledge. And he just lands, side sigs, hits them.
I love it. There's few characters that have sigs like that, where they're just like, they catch the backdash button, you know?
Yes. That's a great way of putting it.
Oh, man.
Where you like want to stay on stage, but you don't want to go off stage, so you're punishing that area where you're catching them in the backdash. Is exactly what you said. Oh, who's going down first? This is so close.
Can the blue team get out the corner?
It's even the first stock that flies, I don't feel like decides the game because the 1v2 is so close. Fozey goes super deep off stage with that sider. He has no weapon. And Acno's guarding the weapon himself. Blaze, I mean, who's gonna do the first like crazy side sig? That's what I'm wondering. Who's gonna throw?
You think they're gonna press that button?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's gonna happen.
That was enough.
Oh, I can't believe it. Godly, what is it? Gravity cancel?
No dodge.
Stage?
Is he about to do it again?
All right. the Dulcim side sig would be pretty nice. Oh, there it was. He did die for it though.
Recovery's gonna be enough.
He's not gonna do it again, is he?
Bro, never say never. Okay. No.
Oh,
I was getting ready to gas it up.
Godly gets. Okay, that was good.
That was good.
Close.
Good props. No, that was sweaty. I love sweaty Brawlhalla.
And in those last stock situations.
Feels like Florida.
I mean, oh my goodness. Yeah, look at that. Goes in for that side sig there.
Oh.
He's right in the middle of
everybody. I can't believe that
gauntlets.
recovery didn't hit him.
It's like exaggerated by the fact.
Yeah, that head's so big. True. Probably didn't look that close on his screen.
Here we go, game 4. All right, Acno and Blaze 1 game away from the reset. And the switch over to the Kaya is the notable thing here. Really huge team combo that brings them to the orange. But once Acno and Blaze have switched over to the Kaya, they've gotten 2 wins.
It's true.
And that was like, I was like, okay, what were the Blasters doing? Oh, what's the Kaya doing? All right, come back.
Yeah, reel it in. Returns back to center stage like a Pokeball.
And D-Light Saracen gets a recovery, hits both players on the enemy team. Very nice. After some rest and recovery, manages to do some good damage here. Who's going to go down first? Blue team, despite the team combo at the start. Oh, ground pound weapon throw.
Yeah, nice.
He's got. He had to. He couldn't make it back if he didn't do the recovery there. That was just. I wonder if it would have been worth if they just both fell, and the trade would have been good there.
Right, it's like a judgment call.
Now we're like in this weird state. All right, it looks like it was worth because Acno goes down anyways.
Yeah, and you know what? I think there's a degree of like, if you are the person recovering that situation, you're always going to bet on the fact that you think you're just better than the other person you're playing. And
I mean, at least you should.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. They're just like, we can both live because I know I'm going to come back and win anyway because I'm better.
And they get the knockout. Blaze wasn't the one in that situation, but he is the one with 3 stocks still on the screen.
Nice.
Which is a little rare for this matchup between these 2 players. I feel like the teams just tend to get swept when like one player goes down, the other one goes down shortly afterwards,
yes.
And then we're in an even game. So, and it happens, just a little bit delayed. Now team combo into Acno, however. Sidelight, double sidelight, D-Light gets the side air from Blaze trying to get it that save, but Acno took a ton of damage while Blaze came back to the stage. And maybe the teams getting swept is just like a good thing for those teams, because if you get your respawn timers disjointed.
How did Acno get that nair?
Yeah, he still goes
Felt
down.
like he was hovering there for a bit, you know?
Yeah, he waited a long while, because I think Fozey was waiting for him to do something as well, but the patience from Acno won out. And then he lost the stock anyways.
Ooh. Acno and Blaze, are they going to fall here?
Ooh,
or are they going to get the reset?
I think that it might be going to a game 5, and then we can ask that question, right? Like, that's
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, granted, if you're looking at the stocks, Fozey and I don't think Fozey and Godly are winning this one. I don't know why. Something in my bones just says it's not going to happen.
It's going to be the 3-1? Let's find out. That D-Light dare, the burn into the dare as well. Side air, Acno low on jumps. Fozey knows it, goes in for that D-Light. Joystick at the alley-oop on the Blaze.
Hey.
Ground pound comes through, and now Acno's a hit away, and he does it. He books it. He's like booking, he runs off fastballs. He's like, I ain't coming back until Blaze hits you with something.
It is the best play to go for.
Oh, nice. Gets the recovery. Although Fozey's got 2 stocks still.
Oh,
the dodge was so smart. And then he catches Acno trying to recover back to stage. Side air, catches Blaze on a jump, forces the dodge. D-Light ground pound. We've been missing out a lot today, guys. What's going on?
Oh, you had a 1v1 for a little bit. We got to do with the rocket lance.
Yeah, against the Axe. Not your favorite.
I think you're right. I think we're going to a game 5.
Down sig. First time Fozey puts that out. Neutral comes out as well.
Oh.
Okay, all right. Oh,
jeez.
Just smack
Get
with
off
an
the
axe
stage.
and
Boo!
lands.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
It's like literally throwing
that was
apples
tough.
and oranges. Yeah, that's only. It was like a a double bladed axe and a giant lance.
yeah, I
In a
can
big
only
head mode,
imagine.
If it's in big head mode, does it hurt like 5 times as much?
Oh, no,
your head's
definitely. It's
5 times
critical
as
hit.
bigger?
Critical hit,
okay,
yeah.
okay. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's like sweet spot damage for sure. You roll
Yeah,
that with
that's-
advantage, you know?
yeah, that's brutal. Game 5's coming up. And this is grand final. So Godly and Fozey, I wonder if Acno locked in the Kaya. We see Blaze doing the bans right now. And that's what's interesting to me is because that was the first loss they had on the Kaya. He's keeping it here for this game 5. Okay, so he's believing the Kaya is what's going to take down Fozey and Godly and go into this game 5 with the win and get the bracket reset. Because if they don't get it, that's going to be Fozey and Godly winning the spring championship and Godly taking 2 crowns back to back before Lan Diego, right? That's coming up next week.
And definitely going to give you the kind of the morale boost you need to go ahead and make you think you can get another tournament, especially. I don't know, lands are different. Lands are different. Either way, as we go into game 5 of the grand finals here, Fozey and Godly need to secure one more game to be crowned the champions. On the other side, though, Acno and Blaze looking to make that another set if they win right here.
Godly hitting a ton of these neutralites on landings. Oh, the friendly fire from Fozey. And he just keeps going as if nothing happened. Downsy comes through. Godly's had a lot of neutralites, a lot of side airs. Fozey makes it back, but then Acno edge guards him. Can he make it back to the other side? Blaze ready. And Fozey baits out the neutralite, then recovers back to the stage. Everybody it's the brink of losing their first stock here, but nobody wants to give it up just yet. Acno spot dodges right through that land side air, and Blaze will take the first stock. Can they get the second? On this corner guard here with Godly. He goes through, dodges in place, doesn't get by the recovery, and Acno could go down next. Oh, that side air doesn't do it.
Oh.
Whoa.
This is tough here. That down air should be enough. Godly's pretty far toward, I was going to say, Blast Zone is, you guys are friends at that point. And now Blaze gets caught by I always call that the gold ground pound. Like, there's something very specific about that exact ground pound.
I feel like it might be mid-plat because literally
It's
he was on the plat when he did it. It's different than when you're just in the center of the stage and you jump and you ground pound. You're like, I'm gonna just cover the stage. Like Fozey was thinking about little things after he was like reacting to a recovery.
It's just more.
But I agree. It's what you see. It's like Spearmain's first idea.
This is the option that once Spear players hit a certain level, they don't use it to KO that often. So then when they do use it, it always comes as a surprise.
Got it. Well, it's pretty close here. I think favor is in Acno and Blaze just by the numbers. Godly goes down, and now it's really different, right? Like if Godly held on to that stock a little bit longer, I would say that the matchup could go either way. But I don't know. The beginning of this game was a scrap in a way where.
Sorry, you're saying?
Godly might not make it back. Oh, God, he's been trying to get back this entire time. All right, we're going to a bracket reset at this rate. I don't know what
How does Godly finesse?
How does Fozey bring this back? Because Godly's just got he's playing survival.
Yeah.
He is not. Okay, weapon throw. What happened?
We went up?
Wait.
It was a grounded.
Last ground pound hit. Okay.
Wait, what? Yeah.
I don't know. I think a weapon throw shenanigan happened there. Fozey's not bringing this one back. Sidelight, neutral sig. Okay. Blaze waits at the dodge. Fozey lands onto the stage with the dodge himself. Acno picks up the bow. Neutralite connect. Gravity cancel neutral signature. Fozey with no dodge. Acno, that's the wrong punish. There we go. Hits him with the down signature. That's the grand final bracket reset as Blaze and Acno take game 5. And we go into the final grand final of the spring championship for EU. Off the back of this Kaya Olgrim team combo coming out from them. And I'm wondering now that Fozey and Godly have finally dropped the set, will Fozey switch to the Zariel at some point? It's not happening here in game number 1 because it was just so darn close, but that was the most dominant victory from Acno and Blaze so far.
I agree. That would be an interesting swap, though. I do think the Zariel, I mean, it's good. But we're going to see as we start up game 1 of the grand finals reset Acno and Blaze already coming off to a pretty decent hot start, but Godly and Fozey are not trying to make things easy here as Fozey almost gets this edge guard and Godly's able to pick it up and Fozey follows up. Godly doesn't even know that he's going to take the pass from him.
Yeah, that ground pound comes through for the edge guard there. Godly's trying to cover the stage with the neutral lights, the nairs, anything. Blaze,
Nice.
unarmed, Acnos. I imagine that weapon's taking a lot of damage at this point. Sarah dodged through and Fozey waits it out. Downsig puts up the laser beams. Blaze makes it back with the Sarah. I mean, Blaze took so much damage at the very start, but at the end of the day, if you don't take the stock, they can just take the lead from you. Okay, Fozey's really... Fozey loses one set and he goes like, I'm only pressing signatures now.
Yeah,
So
right, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Fozey, like, typically, I think, is pretty conservative with signatures, and then randomly he'll just downsig every other attack.
No, it's because, like, Orion... Oh, wow, that's unfortunate.
Yep,
but
I don't blame him for that happening. That was
just one of those moments. But Orion he sits in the Lord Vrack zone or the Scarlet zone where like the signatures are just good. So if you mix in spamming them and then not using them at all, it'll work.
I love how it's always a lance. It actually is always a lance.
It is. It is.
Now the characters are designed. Yeah, he does fall into that I'm a lance player area, doesn't it? you just use a lot of signatures.
Oh,
you spam
man.
them, some might say. But anyway.
These guys are doing a great job. I mean, Acno and Blaze falling behind by a little bit, but if they can get Godly here, they'll have things back to even. So all things considered, pretty even game.
Yeah, it's looking great. Fozey puts up the down sig. Falls down into that D-Light Cider. Nice job dodging out of the way. Seeing Blaze coming at him with the Rocket Lance. Avoids the stare, hits him with a little bit more.
Oh.
Puts out that ground pound. The second one works. And I mean, he's good with the ground pound where it counts. Falls the stare because of Blaze's missed spacing on that recovery. Team combo onto Acno. Okay, that was...
I kind of like the only thing about it is that the hitbox on that move is actually pretty thin.
That's going to cost them
that's
quite
better.
a bit, actually.
That's better.
Like,
that one KO'd.
I mean, like, even if it hit, it's hitting them on the end of the stage, like the bottom of the stage. You can just side sig there. I'm pretty sure the angle's pretty good. It goes high enough.
It's decent. I don't think it'll KO. That's the one thing.
Definitely not KO.
About, because I thought it was another pass is how I interpreted it.
Oh, like he bounces it and then...
You do something off of that. Just because Orion can't KO vertically like that. That's the thing most Fear Legends have, like... Oh, well.
Ooh,
okay.
Well, I mean, Godly side sigs one way and then neutralize him to Fozey's neutral sig the other way, and they take the win. Maybe fixated on that team combo a little bit too much, but that's okay.
That's okay.
I was just really, I was like, Fozey, really?
Well, I just, what is it?
Because it was like not even close, right? Like side air, he positions. Okay, the big head is betraying us. It's betraying us. It was not close.
And then they were like, here's something we can do better. But the difference here is that Kaya's neutral sig sends up. Like,
it also is like a giant mammoth.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to miss with it, right?
But then we see this, I think, the side sig dashes in, side sigs, neutralites, and Fozey blasts him on the right side. We didn't get to see the blast, but I promise that team combo led to a double knockout. And game one goes to Fozey Godly. We're back in Apocalypse here for game number 2.
Which I think is actually really good for them because I feel like if you're the team that's been reset, you can kind of get into a mindset of like, oh no, we haven't won in a while. Did we like lose our mojo? Have we been figured out? And so getting your dub at the start of the reset is really good for knowing that you're still in it.
Sidelight D-Light came through there. Acno getting a nice 3-hit combo on the bow. Fozey goes in for that sidelight a little hastily and gets punished for it. Acno sliding around with the neutral signature. Oh, he did like a dash jump landing dare, and the dare just didn't hit anything, and Blaze goes down in the meantime. Team combo maybe here. I don't know. Godly being awfully aggressive unarmed. Maybe just doesn't want to pick up his next weapon because he's so damaged. Okay, never mind. He just does.
No.
Then goes down. Oh, the weapon throw barely clips him.
Oh, interesting. Weapon throw coming out from Acno there. Nice little neutral and retaliation. Blaze finds the cleanest Sarah of all time to go ahead and secure that stock. And now we have ourselves a slight lead for Acno and Blaze.
Nice Sarah all the way through. Sidelight Nair. Waited to see if Acno was going to hit anything with the falling. Another Sidelight Nair recovery. Godly's out of there. 5 stocks to 3. They're so good with that follow-up. And there's something about Blaze on Axe. It's like, it's literally not RNG how the Axe recovery hits you away. It's just very, very difficult to space it. And he consistently gets the spacing where the knockback goes straight up every time on those combos with the axe recovery. And he steals those stocks away in orange constantly.
Okay, and now, I mean, the team is looking pretty poised here to go ahead and secure this game too. Looks like this might be a back and forth. Seth might be a game 10er. You know, we might be in for a long haul.
Ooh, well, we'll see. Acno goes down to that Sair there, and if Blaze goes down as well to that neutral signature, they've got a team combo opportunity onto Acno. He goes for the weapon. The weapon spawn was pretty darn good for him. And then Blaze just jumps right in with the unarmed nair, disrupts anything that Fozey and Godly have got started. And then every time that Fozey spends recovering now is time that Godly has to spend running away for his life. That recovery almost just takes him on its own.
All right, now Godly pretty much having to play the game of how long can I keep this stock intact. I mean, you know, D-Light recovery away. That Sair is going to go ahead and clean out Fozey. They can go off stage for Godly here if they want to, but they don't want to risk a potential turnaround. And yeah, Godly's going to run to the other side, and he has those gauntlets in hand, so you really don't want to play with them. So they have to figure out a 2v1 on Fozey.
If Fozey got that D-Light recovery, I think that may have just been it for Blaze's stock. That was spooky. Let's see what he can do.
I don't think Blaze beats Fozey in the 1v1, and it's making it really tough for Acno to decide what to do here. Oh, he got snatched.
Oh, I don't think you want to do that, where you go off stage against gauntlets unarmed. That doesn't. Yeah. I don't feel like that's ever the play.
Oh, big punish opportunity. So many recoveries here. We are floating around. Godly being so elusive, and the red team can't catch him.
Oh, he's going to the down sig. Okay, it's a triple. It's time.
No,
one more down sig. One more down sig. Come on, Fozey.
Nice weapon throw to force Godly off stage, but Blaze is not having a good time against Fozey at all.
Oh, and Fozey, he's just got complete control over the 1v2. And the attention is split enough where I can see that it's bothering Blaze and Acno that Godly's still there.
Nice.
Okay, they finally get him. But they got so much damage during that moment where Godly was playing keep away.
Acno needs to lead.
Oh, Acno's just on the ground. He's not helping Blaze get down, and it costs them.
And they were sitting there getting juggled by Fozey for a while there, but I guess Acno wanted to swap weapons maybe. So now he has the opportunity to do the 1v1. He's down in damage though, but he does have higher defense, so it kind of balances out.
One sidelight misses, second sidelight hits, D-Light side air. Fozey now at a damage deficit. Acno getting 4 good hits. Dashes forward, dodges back. Fozey has to get back to the stage. He doesn't want to switch over to the land. Sidelight, D-Light recovery, or Sair. That's it. And Acno, with an immaculate neutral game, holds on to center, whiff punishes Fozey, and says, all right, not a big deal. But it is another example, like I feel like we were talking about this in Winners Finals, where Acno and Blaze made that win way harder than they had to be from a position where you were like almost ready to call it in their favor, and then it became a 1v1 that he almost lost, right? Like it was like, this is the same exact thing where Acno was a little too relaxed, spent too much time picking what weapon he wanted to play with, and Blaze is just kind of like, I can't get down, and then he dies to spear recovery, right? So it was precarious, certainly.
And it's tough because, like, I don't know, we even saw, like, we can't forget the Winners Final set, right, where we saw Godly get the 2v1. So it's like they both have moments where, like, clearly both teams are capable of clutching on the other. And so it's like you never really know till it's over. It's really hard to decide between these two because they are just so even and they're so good at pushing advantage once they have it.
Blaze going for these backswing dares. Godly approaching with that weapon throw, dash forward downlight, and Fozey interrupting the fray with Sairs and Nairs. Gets both Acno and Blaze. That's huge. He just goes right off stage with that. If he could just get one player, that would be great for this game 3. Down sig hits. Sends Godly flying, but not enough yet. Okay, that one was weak. He's like, I need a little bit higher ground for that the down sig to knock out. Fozey on the other side, however, pogos Acno for going for that gravity cancel neutral signature. And no,
I thought it was going to be a down sig. That's what I thought was going to happen.
Well,
there.
I mean,
there it is. Yeah,
it did happen. That was so good. Fozey, at times I'm like, what were you thinking with that downlight? And then I go, well, that's exactly what you were thinking. He combos downlight off of unarmed recovery and like white.
Yeah.
That was fantastic. And he's brought Acno's fresh stock to deep yellow, almost orange already.
Oh, wow, like look at the reactions.
Yeah, Fozey's like, Fozey's. Fozey with that crowd pound hit, that would have been incredible. He's playing so dang good.
The thing I love about Fozey is that like it's so clear on both teams who the support is. You'll watch them just jump and hover around and wait for,
like,
you know,
the Fozey Blaze dynamic.
Right, exactly. It's so cool to watch. It's so cool to watch how ready they are to snap.
Right. Neutral sig comes through, dodges that. That's pretty huge. Acno not quite ready for the hit stun that comes from an unarmed combo in that case. Picks up the bow. Team combo, not the right angle from Fozey, but definitely the right idea. I think if that recovery hit, that would have just been it. For that
Oh.
stock. Wow, what a ground pound. It like, I feel like he got this interesting animation because it connected, but he wouldn't have gone off stage with that ground pound. He would have gotten like the grounded landing animation. So.
Yeah, exactly. That grounded animation is so interesting.
Nice
Okay.
there. Blaze goes down. Fozey damaged. Although, okay, great angle on that recovery. Could go for another one. Fozey doesn't get the landing on Acno, and Acno's doing this thing again where he's just waiting for that weapon spawn pretty patiently. Blaze is fighting well against Godly.
Oh.
Nice dare on the Fozey. Opportunity.
Oh, that spot dodge was sick.
Neutralite's like the one bow attack. that
How
you
did he
can't-
manage to squeak around that ground pound?
Yeah, I don't know. But like, if you hit with bow neutralite, you're not going to really get a team combo set up there unless they're already high in the sky. Fozey gets the same ground pound on Acno that Blaze got onto
Yeah,
Godly.
yeah,
That was
the same
exact
one.
same one. That was,
It's uncanny how that happens, you know?
wow. And now we have a 1v2 with, like, as you said, the support player for Acno and Blaze. It's gonna be tough.
Oh. Okay, yeah, Blaze
Whoa.
swinging here. Hold on, you
Slide
get one
charge
more
down
Sarah on
sig off
Godly.
the right side of the stage. Let's do it.
That might work. If
I
it
mean,
hits at the
Ogre
right angle.
signatures are pretty good because they. Okay,
Yeah,
it
one
actually
more.
almost worked.
It
I mean, you slide like there's no. Blaze is so good.
Blaze is
Flammo.
doing it
How
right
is he
now.
doing
Hold
it?
on,
Ah,
nice.
the recovery.
It's not enough.
Disarms him, weapon throw, and a recovery will get it. That was close. Like, Godly was 5 damage away, probably, from that down sig, knocking him off the top. And then Blaze was also winning in neutral against Fozey during the time that Godly was recovering. This is a nail-biter of a set. Oh,
man.
what?
And you can see it right here, the weapon throw.
You know what else you could see? Acno switching to the Koji. It is game 4. So it's a elimination match for sure. Acno and Blaze can't drop another game. They've got nothing left. So they've got to
I'm
win
not
this
mad
one
at it.
and win the next one. Acno is no stranger to the Koji. He likes the bow quite a bit, and he's probably thinking, all right, the spear is not what I want from Kaya right now. He's bringing out the sword. And Koji Ulgrim is a combo that Acno and Blaze have played quite a bit in doubles. So let's see how this plays out here, because this is their back against the wall. You can't get closer to the wall in a tournament like this. You lose this game, Godly and Fozey are going to be the champions. You win this game, you go to game 10.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a time to try something new, this is definitely it. Acno, I'm a little scared just because you lose a lot of defense in the swap over to Koji, but you do get so much bullet power. So we're going to see if that matters, as Acno doing a pretty good job with his partner and staying relevant, but until the first stock falls, good interruption there on the neutral sig. It wouldn't have KO'd, though. It doesn't have that much force.
Yeah, it's still huge. Like, just being mindful about being able to get that edge guard that could have came afterwards would have been massive. Wow, players are playing like
Nice
game
use for
10 already.
movement.
Nobody wants to give up that first stock. Blaze gets it. Fozey
At
gets
the
a knockback.
exact same time.
Yeah, that was about as good of a revenge knockout as you could get. And now it's Fozey versus Blaze, and Fozey gets the advantage here. Can he get the hit onto Acno as well?
Every jump.
He's
Still hasn't touched the floor, gets the
Spear.
platform.
Yeah. Acno finally gets back, picks up a sword, falls to that sider. The neutralite hits, and Fozey, I think, got hit by Godly there, so he didn't sent as far as he could have been sent. Oh, wow. Okay, Fozey's still holding on here. He's definitely carrying the lead right now.
Yeah, I don't know. This one's interesting because Acno and Blaze, like, it doesn't look particularly great, but they're going to get Fozey at any moment, and Godly's taking a fair amount of damage. So then when this swap happens, if they gang up on Godly and get the stock, what a sidelight! Oh, and a beautiful catch on the other side from Blaze. And look at this team combo. They almost get the read on the dodge. Acno putting on so much pressure with the Koji. This is what we love to see. They're trying to force the game. What, 5?
Yeah, game
5,
10.
game 10,
Game
game
10.
10.
Yeah, it would
Game
be game
10.
10. And Godly in this position isn't typically
I
the
know.
best. He's not typically the best player at playing in this last stock scenario when he's behind like this. He tends to get hit by like Blaze's axe like 50 million times, and then Fozey's like stuck in this awful 1v2. But he gets that recovery into Blaze. Takes that stock. Fozey fighting off stage though.
Acno gets the recovery.
And disarms him, but I think that honestly was in Fozey's favor. Fozey was close to not even being able to touch the stage.
Fozey. Oh, gotta be careful here if you're Acno on the other side. Nice weapon throw to
Acno
assist to
watching.
Blaze from
Yeah.
across the screen.
He's like, I'm edge guarding Fozey, but I got you. He goes down to 1 stock.
He got caught, no dodge!
Oh, and he goes to the gravity cancel, neutralize the grab out, hits the blaze, touches the stage.
Still has the recovery, still has it.
Acno has to go for the save, and he gets
Nice.
it. He can stare back to the stage. Acno with nothing left. Fozey
He
still on
gets a
2
touch.
stocks. I can't believe they both make it back. And now Godly's at risk of going down here. Blaze so damaged that Fozey gets the double dunk on the neutral sig. Acno barely makes it back, but that certainly made the game almost definitely their win. But okay,
Acno
has
can
to get
do it.
He's got to get the stock in like 10 seconds.
Nair's not going to be
Nair?
enough.
He didn't pick up the weapon. Okay, he's got his bow. Slide charge, side stick, or something wild
Yeah,
here.
D-Light recovery's
Godly
gonna
is
take
the
too
one
long.
kind of player who will ego this.
Yeah.
He won't run to the side of the stage.
just stares
the
him.
stare hits.
Are you going to go for a ground pound on somebody?
Oh, D-Light into Neutralite on the Fozey. Does some extra damage there. Falls to the dare. Chase dodges up. Gets the nerf. Godly now. He's not going in, and Fozey isn't getting any wins on the Acno.
Oh, they're sweating. Watch the dash D-Light happen. I will be so livid.
Oh, Godly like dashes forward. He's like, I can't do it, Fozey. If I go down, we could lose.
You got 4 minutes. I got all day, baby. I'm trying to win this tournament.
That 4 minutes is in Acno's favor. Godly does not like what's happening right now. He's like, I want to go in.
Oh.
There's the Sair. The
Big
down air
punish.
hits. Acno could go for the edge guard here. Falling Cider would be huge. Godly goes all the way over, and that's a risk.
If Acno gets disarmed, he loses.
Side light hits both of them because it hits the second hit, goes super far. Recovery hits, he's disarmed. But does he lose, Flambeau, is what you said true.
They
He
let him
gets
get
the
another weapon.
It's not it. That's not it. Okay, D-Light side air, D-Light recovery. He bounces off the stage. I have no idea how
Gravity
Acno
cancel
keeps
down sig?
avoiding
No.
this.
That's going to be it. You're going to have Fozey and Godly are going to be your EU 2v2 spring champions in a nail-biter of a set. They did not let it go to Game 5. They ended the dreams a little bit earlier. I know I was on the edge of my seat. You were on the edge of your seat.
I can't believe Acno did 783 damage, took 643. Blaze took
I want that game
626.
so bad.
Almost everybody took almost over 600 damage there. They were playing like that was the last game of their lives. Like, that was so spooky. And I could see the moment where, like, after the second Sair hit Godly was like, I hate that I have to do this, but I can't go in. And then after like 30 seconds, he started going in again, and it almost became Acno's win. And I can only imagine that the comms there where Fozey was just like, please, just let me lead. Let me lead,
That
please.
save and the chase dodge through the ground pound.
The last time that Fozey got in that 1v1 with Acno crushed him, right? They could not afford that to happen. He needed Godly to be alive to have that pressure. Look at this dunk. And he got I thought the stuffed recovery was Acno. It was Acno. Acno just barely made it back. Fozey was just like, we got one stock. He didn't want to continue that edge guard there. Oh, this was so close.
He jumps into it. He jumps into it.
I think, okay, recovery comes out early. Jump. Okay, it caught the dodge. And then even if he jumped, he wasn't making it back.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I called out because I thought he was going to gravity cancel down sig to recover there because it would have got him away from that angle of the weapon throw and he'd get the wall touch. But, like, if the opponent is just a little bit more patient, you just get pogoed and lose your stock. So
I can't believe that it caught the dodge.
Because it was like a dodge in that still got caught.
If he diagonal dodged,